So, if you've been living under a rock for a little while and don't know what game this is Forsaken. A Roblox ASIN game created, I think it was like January of last year. I might be wrong though. But yeah, Forsaken. I want to quickly talk about it, and I'm not really quickly talk about it. I want to talk about it in general, but specifically the game itself. So I will not be complaining about the devs or the community. Well, that is a completely different video of itself. For now, I want to talk about just the glaring issues with the gameplay, the game itself. To start off, there are way too many sweats on this game, considering like how far it's fallen into controversy. Like, I'm surprised people still bother play it. Like, it's really jarring to me that people genuinely enjoy playing this game with all of, like, the drama that's been going on. Not to say that you can't play a game because you enjoy it. It's just the fact that, well, most people decide to quit. And, again, not saying that you can't play the game. It's just surprising to see so many sweaty players still online. And that's kind of annoying, because if I just want to play casually, most servers I get into have people with 20 to 30 days and thousands of wins, which is really, really annoying. Considering the fact that I have just over 10 days, which for someone like me is actually quite a bit, because I was hooked on this game. Another thing I want to complain about, I don't like the way they handle the balancing. Because if somebody complains that a character is too strong, they nerf them into the ground. Take Veronica, for example. She was an extremely broken survivor. And instead of, like, limiting, like, for example, I feel like it would have been better to limit how many times you could use her skateboard per game. They just nerfed her into the ground, and now, like, no one plays her. Which sucks, because I want to grind her for a Milestone 4, but I just don't have the patience or the willpower to really bother do so. Because they've nerfed her so much that, like, it's really, really hard to, like, enjoy playing Veronica nowadays. Or for characters like Two Time. He was extremely broken from the start, and they barely touched him till now. Even then, he's still extremely powerful. Albeit I see a lot less Two Time players nowadays than I did, let's say, like, a month or so ago. Not really a month, but like when I last played, which was almost a year ago, actually. A more personal issue being the fact that, especially playing this game on mobile, is extremely hard compared to people who are just playing on PC or controller. Like, you can clearly see I have a lot less wins than they do. And I have a lot more time than they do. Just the game drives me nuts sometimes. In terms of other issues, I hate how they're really not investing. Not that they're not investing, but there's been so many. I've heard that there have been so many issues with the Azure update. I believe that's how you pronounce his name. Which is sad, because the last killer we got was Guest 666. And very similar to Veronica, he started out extremely broken, and then, like, they nerfed him into the ground, which they did not need to do. Like again, similar to Veronica, like, they could have just limited how many blood hunts he actually got to use per game. Instead, they just make him a completely unplayable killer. Again, another character in this game I wanted to Milestone 4, because I really like his Milestone skins. But I just can't, because it's not worth the time to do so, because of how jarring and unfun he is to play now that he's been completely nerfed. And this is a lot more of, like, a personal issue I have. But, like, the new hub that they have on the game for the shop is really bad. Like, it looks atrocious. Like, it's so much harder to find things, and it drives me nuts on how much more, like, pay-to-win stuff they've added. And, like, it's, like I said, it's just, like, so annoying. It's like, there used to be, you could buy malice, you could buy money. That was all you could buy. And now, like, you could buy skins that were, like, originally in the game. Like, you didn't have to buy. You could buy it with in-game currency, which you just got from playing rounds. But now you have to buy them with Robux, which sucks, because they're pretty cool skins. And like I said, the new, like, hub and UI is so annoying. It's like, it doesn't look good, and it's a lot more confusing than it used to be. I don't have too much more to say, but I'm gonna keep talking so that I don't waste all this footage I got, and most of the skins they put out now are also pretty low quality. Like if you really look at the skins and how they've, like, changed over time, they're a lot lower quality than they used to be. And I see a lot of people complaining about the fact that, like, oh, Nosferatu was a broken killer. He was a broken killer because he came out with mechanics that no other killer really had. Like, sure, he had, like, similarities to, like, Cool Kid or Noli, but, like, he was not a carbon copy like Noli was a Cool Kid. So I don't, like, and yeah, sure, he was broken, but if you learned how to counter him, he was actually really fun to play against, at least in my opinion. Jumping over to the Survivor side, I want to complain about Guest. Guest is, like, the favorite child of every sweaty Forsaken player. And I absolutely hate him. He is annoying to play and annoying to play against. Because unless you're this amazing, amazing Guest player, you're never going to get your blocks. But anyone who plays Guest is, for the most part, an amazing Guest player. And there's really no counterplay to Guest, except be extremely cautious of when you use your M1s. And can we talk about how they made it so he can block Cool Kid's walk speed override? He's blocking somebody who's literally on fire coming at you at extremely fast speeds. I get it. It's their game. They can do whatever they want, but that's just kind of unfair. Like, I feel like they should have limited his block to only be, like, M1s. And just the way the game's been marketing itself lately has just not been really fun. Like, they buffed 1X. Like, they do not need, like, and like, all the balance changes, like, they're buffing and nerfing characters. Like, they buffed 1X extremely. Like, he did not need the buff. He was actually, I prefer 1X before his rework. Oh my god, I can't speak English today. Than I do his new form right now. Because I felt like it was a lot more fair. And you weren't able to move while doing your, like, entanglement and mass infection, which meant you had to actually be very skillful about, like, how you used it. Now you could just run up to a survivor, do it, and if you catch them off guard well enough, it's either a free kill or extremely good free damage. I really do love this game. I do. And I definitely want to make more content on it, but I have to lay down the fact of how much in this game drives me crazy. I feel like, and this is my personal opinion, but I feel like they should do something very similar to, like, Rainbow Six Siege, where you can only have one survivor per game. So you won't be coming across a lobby that's, like, 4 Elliots and, like, 4 Guests. So it would be, like, so people are forced to play outside their comfort zone if somebody else is already using that survivor. Like, I feel like that would be, like, a really good idea. I also feel like map voting might be a good thing to add to the game. Because then that means that if, like, you have a specific killer who's really good on one map, you can vote for said map. And they should also, like, You shouldn't be able to see what other people are playing, because then you can just easily choose their counter. And again, like, another personal gripe, but I don't know why you're allowed to hide your playtime. Like, I'm probably going to get a lot of people in the comments telling me, oh, it's because this and this and that. But really, to me, it feels completely useless. Like, why would you want to hide your playtime? Like, oh, sure, you're somebody who never touches grass and you have, like, 40 plus days on the game. Sure, whatever. But, like, with all the new Roblox updates, fact being I can't do age verification because my tablet doesn't actively have a camera to use, I'm just forced into Roblox Select at the moment. Which is fine, but, like, I can't shout to people. I can't be toxic. And in all the lobbies I've been in the past few days, like, you really can't. But like I said before, like, I love this game. I really, really do. And I really want to come back and make more content on it. But if I do, number one, and like I said, I promised I wouldn't talk about the devs or the community, but if a Forsaken team wants me to really come back and really invest time into this game again, they need to get their act together. They really need to get their act together. Because what they have so far and what they're doing right now is just absolutely unacceptable. And the fact that Soul Driven Love is now trying to reclaim possession of the game is just completely absurd, because it shows just how self-centered these people's egos are. It really, really does. That's all for now. I spent 12 minutes ranting about Forsaken. But I do hope to see you guys in the next video. I'm sorry I haven't posted in a while. I've been taking a much-needed mental break from posting online. It was roughly around the time that I graduated, so I needed a lot more time to prepare. But I do hope to come back and do either weekly or monthly uploads, one of the two. But that's all for now. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.